When you say quantum, you're talking about a big leap. What is that big leap? From physical to non-physical, from particle to wave. Now they know it is a big confusion, they don't know whether it's a wave or a particle, sometimes it's a wave, sometimes it's a particle. So essentially, you're always busy trying to make conclusions, and all conclusions are going wrong. In the 100 years' time, in the last 100 years, how many times you changed your opinion on what is the basis of this creation? How many times? How many theories have come forth? This is because keyhole, because that's the only… Science is committed to that keyhole study. It has its benefits, it has brought many benefits to our lives, no question about that, but it has its limitations. Fortunately, many great scientists today, many great physicists today understand this. They are clearly saying, we not only do not know, we shall never know. I bow down to this because this is wisdom. This is the basis of possible knowing. Because of the type of education they receive, they are not able to flip over to another way of knowing. Right now, we are using our intellect to know everything. Using our intellect means, if you ask anybody, would they like to have a sharp intellect or a blunt one? Everybody will say, we want a sharp one. So if you have a sharp instrument, what can you do? You can dissect. If you try to stitch, suppose you do surgery on somebody, you dissect it with a knife or a scalpel. When you want to stitch, you don't have a needle, you use the same knife to stitch. The man will be in tatters, he'll be ripped off. Well, this is the problem with the intellect. When you dissect, it reveals something to you. When you try to understand everything and try to stitch things together, it falls apart terribly because you're using a knife for everything. Your present level of education is only nurturing your intellect. Other dimensions of intelligence are completely ignored. So unless we invest in enhancing other dimensions of intelligence within ourselves, trying to know these things in pieces and trying to stitch it together with one instrument, which is a knife. Cutting instrument cannot be used for stitching, it's as simple as that. But we are trying to do everything with one thing. So there is a lot of confusion about this. Scientists are clearly saying what we are saying is not ultimate. But there are a whole lot of WhatsApp scientists here who think whatever nonsense they read on the social media is the ultimate science. Great scientists are saying, what we are saying right now is not everything, this is how much we know. But all the WhatsApp scientists vouch this is it, everything else is not science. So this is more because popular access to profound things make profound things very profane.
He started with a chant. All of us have heard you chant mantras, stotrams. Do you have a favorite one? I'm talking about Shiva. Other than Om Namah Shivaya, it's an obvious one.
I have no favorite chants because I don't chant usually. Only in public places, when I want to start something, I start with a chant, because otherwise they'll be doing texting. The moment I chant, they will… In private, I never chant because for me, the ultimate chant is stillness. And that's very simple and easy for me. I have no work to do on that. If I sit, it'll happen. I'm absolutely still. If I close my eyes, the world disappears. so I don't chant anything. I don't think Adiyogi ever chanted anything. Other people are chanting. There's a beautiful Zen story. See, if one knows how to be still, he need not chant, he need not worship, he need not do anything. But the moment I say this, a whole lot of people who are lazy, they will all think, oh yeah, I don't have to do, no, I just feel it like that. I will be just still. No. We will tell you when you should stop chanting. Right now you must chant, you must do asana, you must twist and turn and stand on your head and do all the nonsense because otherwise you'll deceive yourself. You'll deceive yourself. This is like if I ask you to climb this mountain. It's supposed to be 7 hills. By the time you climb halfway through the first hill only, your knees and thighs will start singing, chanting maybe to start with. Then they start singing, then if you further climb, they start screaming. Then your mind will say, why are we just wasting time and energy going up? It's so beautiful here itself. It's so beautiful. Recently, a few months ago, I was in United States and this one man who's married with 3 children, having serious problems, it seems now they're going for a divorce. And he came and said, Sadhguru, do you remember 20 years ago I came to you, I wanted to take brahmacharya. You told me to come and stay in the ashram for 1 or 2 years and then we will see. But instead I came to United States, I got married, I met this woman and I got married. Now he's got 3 children. Now he's wondering, oh, I made a mistake. I told Sadhguru I want to take brahmacharya and he told me to come to the yoga center, I came to United States. Now I have 3 children and now it's gone all bad. Now divorce proceedings are on. Ugly divorce happening. So like these people, if they're climbing the mountain, when their legs hurt, their priorities will change. So because of that, sadhana is very important. No matter who you are, you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30, you be there for the sadhana. No, I am feeling meditative, it's all right. Meditation is not something that comes once in a way. You must live it every moment of your life. It's not like it's coming right now, I don't want to chant. When you chant, you chant. When you do asana, you do asana. When you hold your breath, you hold your breath. When you meditate, you meditate. Because without breaking through all the fanciful ideas that you have about yourself. See, the problem with every human being is, without exception I'm saying, no human being thinks they're ordinary, they're all special. Outside they will pretend humble, but in private if you see them, they're all very special. Special creatures must be beaten down to ordinary. More ordinary, more ordinary, more ordinary, one day they will become extraordinary.
That sounds like a core definition of bhakti. Does Isha get in the way of Sadhguru becoming still? Is there a trade-off?
No. I never let Isha Foundation get into me, I handle Isha Foundation.
Sadhguru, I think…
They take their time, but they can't take me. They take a lot of my time, but they can't take away who I am. If I did not have that assurance, I wouldn't get into all this activity. People wonder, why am I getting into more and more activity? More and more. The projects are going on like never before. Because it doesn't affect me. I want it to work because it's useful for people, but personally it means nothing to me. All the projects, whatever they are. It's good if it happens, it'll make a big difference for people. The spiritual infrastructure, the big movements that we are launching, all this must succeed because it's useful for the world. But personally, means nothing for me. I have not invested myself in any of that. I've invested my time and energy and my intelligence and my resource, but who I am is not invested because who I am is a zero. What can you invest a zero in? Nothing. Only if one stands next to the zero, then zero becomes valuable, isn't it? Otherwise, I am nothing.